Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you guys. Welcome on into the stream. Hope you're all having a good Saturday morning for most of you, maybe evening for some of you. I'm having a good day so far. It's very warm where I am. I'll tell you, every time that I load up YouTube to do the streaming thing, I kind of dislike it. It just is never simple. There's always a problem, but you know, we're here now. Right, we are going to be doing... I best press the button, hadn't I? How y'all doing? Oh yeah, that's a good point, Lawful. Don't forget to press that like button. It's important. It lets YouTube know that I'm doing things that people like watching, apparently. I don't know. Or that they're willing to interact with. Oh man, right. What am I doing today? We're doing iron farming. Woo! Woo! It's the big stuff. Roadbuster, find a finished logger farm from your tutorial. It works great. That is amazing, Roadbuster. It's, I always thought that if you're doing version 2, it's like a couple of hours. Pretty good. Mate, what? How you doing? Hey, Chewy! Welcome on in. Good to see everyone here. Loving the avatars. Banjo picking good time. I wish I could pick a banjo. That would be fun. So, iron farms. We're doing quite a lot of stuff on iron farming today. It's gonna be awesome. Ali, how you doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. We're not looking at that. That's too much for sneak preview. We're going to go over here. We're going to start off with the basics first. Right. So let's clear out my inventory. Whew. So this is the stream where... No. We'll look over there. We'll look at that in a bit. This is the stream where basically I've done all of my squirreling off camera. And I'm bringing my results of the squirrelage to you guys, which is kind of cool to do. And hopefully we'll do a little bit of interesting stuff today with some new things. I say new things. Hopefully we'll get a chance to show some of these properties in action. So I've been spending a lot of my time on Minecraft recently just messing with iron farms. And I know that's just like, hey, you know what, an iron farm? You need 20 beds, 10 villagers, 10 workstations. They have to be able to work, and then you need a place for the golems to spawn. It's that easy. And it kind of is that easy, but I wanted to do something different. Like this thing behind me, I literally just threw this up before stream because I wanted to show you guys what a standard iron farm kind of looked like, really. Or the standard iron farm in my mind. Hey! How you doing, Jan? Wait a minute, glad midsummer. Yeah, so anyway, this is just like a really simple iron farm thing. It's not producing at the moment, probably because the center's moved around. I haven't really been trying that hard with this. I just threw it together as a kind of... This is what an iron farm looks like. 20 beds, 10 stations, 10 villagers. Not much around the place. Pretty darn simple. Now what I've been working on is more like this over here. Now this is actually 5 villages around about 7 blocks apart, all rammed into one area and producing golems. So as you can see, we've got platforms set out for golems down there, there, and there. You've got a little bit of extra bleedage over here because the idea is that this would be tileable. You just keep going with it until you've got as many villages as you want. So this hypothetically produces at 5 times the rates of a normal single iron farm. Tripwire, how you doing? Great here, having a small PC break for a few days. That is nice. Those breaks are needed. You can't be at your PC full time. It causes you problems. You've got to take a few days off and take on some stuff. So, the big question is how to kind of do this in a stable way. And that's what I'm hopefully going to try and show you some of today. It's got some issues, this, for sure. But I think I've ironed them out. And that is why I'm calling this the ironing board. Because there were so many wrinkles that needed ironing out. Which I feel like are now kind of there. Like this top layer, I haven't seen a golem produce up there. I've seen one there. Nothing up here yet. So something that I've been using is I've been using a trapdoor server. Now, trapdoor server is basically a Bedrock server, but it injects some some code, a dill file, and that allows you to see a little bit more of what's going on. So if I do this, I should be able to see what's going on. So what do? I do village, and I'm going to do true. Now this should show the golem spawning areas for all of these villages. So as you can see, this is really squared up everywhere where it's meant to be. The one at the top hasn't produced the golem for a while. I couldn't say why right now. We'll have a look at it in a moment though. Hey Cal, when YouTube takes you to a stream in the wrong account. Wow. Well, at least you're here, Cal. So these blue lines are the golem spawn areas. And what I've done here is I've overlapped the golem spawn areas in a very, very precise kind of way. So golems can spawn down here and get killed, over here and get killed, and up there and get killed. Which means that the proximity of the villages, I'm talking to you guys like you know what I'm talking about, can be much closer than usual. And I've found methods to stack the villages in a quick way, and I found methods to make sure that you're always getting the village centre where you want it. Okay, so it doesn't move around. There's a golem up top. Anyway, trapdoor is amazing. Throw me some questions if you like. It did that to me as well. I remember to change account before saying hello this time. Honestly, it's kind of shocking. YouTube, I loaded up to stream today. I was just like, okay, I know I'm going to hit problems. And I did. I hit major problems, like boom, straight away, can't see chat. So I had to go over to Chrome, get the pop out, bring it over and put it up here. So now I can see chat. Absolutely ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the village list. And what that tells me is... can I show you? Press that button. Where can I get trapdoor server code? Basically what I'll do is I'll pop a link to the GitHub in the Discord after stream. It is really, as a technical thing, really, really useful. Jennifer, how are you doing? I can hardly hear anything over these banjos. Right, that's it. There we go. Is that better? Is Jennifer swoopy? Am I remembering this right? Take care, Lord Gav. Have a good birthday time. And I hope it goes well. Since the entire area golems can spawn in isn't spawnable, there's a significant amount of golem spawns attempts that will fail. Half correct, the lack of hygiene. Half correct. Okay, so... Yes, Swoopy, I knew I'd remember. So, the thing with golem spawns is, it doesn't just try once, it tries 10 times in a row. So, some of this information is kind of old information, some of it's been updated by people like Rufus Atticus over in the Analyzing Minecraft Discord. Been a great help in sort of helping with some of the little glitches that I've ran into. And I know what's slowing this farm down at the moment. It's not running at full efficiency because the kill time is really bad, but for now this is proof of concept. So a golem will try and spawn 10 times. So in the area, what it'll do is it will pick a location within the 17 by 17 around the village centre randomly, any one of them, and then it will go up 6 and then count down to the bottom. So it'll kind of go from the top down. Now, because it's trying to do that 10 times, the attempts... Well, because it's trying to do it 10 times, the efficiency of the platforms is always high, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, if I only have a half-width platform, then that's, in a normal world, that would be a 50-50 if it was just picking one location randomly. But it isn't. So that 50-50, that 0.5%, gets multiplied by 0.5, and then by 0.5, and then by 0.5, to the power of 10. So basically, if you've got approximately half of the spawning space is available, you're going to get a really good efficiency spawn, almost guaranteed. So yeah, that was one thing that we were talking about. What was the thing that I was talking about before? Lots of stuff. Tileable. Yeah, we said that. We got the drops turned off at the moment because that'd be too much. How about I show you a little bit of how I've gone about building this? Oh yeah, and we're going to try today to fit a sixth one underneath. So at the moment, the village centre for this one is right here, I believe. A minute. Yeah, it's right there. And it's pretty darn solid in that location. At worst, it's going to move back about 4 blocks or left by 1, which isn't a big deal. Now, same with this one. So if we count the blocks between villages, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are set 6 blocks apart as villages go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty close. So if we could do that just all the way across, they're only 6 blocks apart, and you can load in 88 blocks. That's like 15 villages in one run, right? And then you just build another one of these right next door. Very doable. But I'm going to try and get it down to like 5 blocks today. How do you get the villages so close to each other without combining? Ah, we're getting into the fun stuff already, lack of hygiene. Right. So what we'll do is we'll ignore this for now because, like I say, this is a proof of concept. There is a lot of efficiency which needs to be worked on for this. So I'm going to turn that to false. So at the moment the kill time is very, very slow. Were fine farms in Bedrock? Yeah, I think so. They're not as good as the old-fashioned farm, not automatable. Okay, so we're going to ignore this. I'm going to just break a bed on each of these so that I don't have to worry about golems everywhere. Right, there we go. Let's go on over here, and we're going to try and start a new iron farm. Think about there. What packs am I using? This is using Trapdoor. And Trapdoor is like a do-it-yourself server. So I'm hosting a server locally, and I'm connecting to it locally. You have to do a lot of jiggery pokery to get it working. But in terms of technical play, it's like a whole new world. Trust me, it is so good. I can get to see where villages are and how they move around. It just helps you sort of refine processes. You can turn up the speed of the game easily, slow it down easily. You can do lots of stuff. So yeah, anyway, let's start this off. We're going to say set block here. Stained glass. Let's start off with that. Now, I've just been doing... Okay, let me talk about the normal method stacking villages. Normally what people do is they will have a portal like 100 blocks away from their iron farm, and they will bring a couple of villagers through, and then they will leapfrog the villagers forward using beds. Okay, so you're moving the village centre by placing a bed, breaking the previous bed, placing a bed, breaking previous bed. Every simple 40 automatic ingots per hour is worth it. 400 is 10 times better. It's good. I'm trying to do something a bit different, Jan. I'm trying to condense it. I'm trying to, like, if I can get it 5 blocks apart, then suddenly we're not talking about, I don't know how many you'd get in a normal setup, maybe 32 or something. We're talking about 20 in one run. And then you can stack 4 of these right next to each other. So then you're talking about 80 villages, and you're not even using up the full ticking area. So anyway, I'm getting way off into the weeds already. I've seen others using that method. Exactly, Plod. You get a couple of villagers through, and you just start walking them forward, and that works. That works absolutely fine. But as usual, I like to do things differently. So I'm going to build some stuff up. Where am I going? We're at 205. Now I need to go 96 blocks ahead of this. Oh man, how do I do the maths on this? My brain isn't working. Let's take away 100 and add 4. 109? 109. That should be about right. Yeah. Going the wrong way, aren't I? We're going up, not down. Hey! AR, how you doing? We're counting upwards, so add 96. 301. Yeah? 301. How do you get Trapdoor server? What I'll do is I will post a link in my Discord after the stream because it's on GitHub. What we're doing, stacking iron farms. Basically, yes, but we're doing it my way. Which, you know, I don't know if it's better or worse or different or what, but it's just a way. Right, let's see. Really nice to have condensed even more. Yeah, this is the thing. I just want to. My initial design was that I had them all stacked right on top of each other, but that came with problems. Trapdoor only works in 116.200. It works in 118, whatever this is. 118.30? I don't know. So add 96 to that. That's 301. That's definitely correct. 2, 3. Right, I'm just building this up a fraction, guys. You're just going to have to bear with me for a little bit whilst I work out a few things as I go. So the distance between these 2 points is 96 blocks. So this is on the 97th block, hypothetically. That should make sense. We'll try it in a moment. I'll do it the cheaty way because I don't want to count stuff on stream. Jerry, how's it going? It's going quite good. I'm literally just what I would like to call blarping. I am blarping. I'm literally just going blah, 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 with loads of information because this is something that I've already squirreled away at quite a lot. Right. So from here, that's northwest. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus a bonus one because villages are awesome. So this is going to get really technical, guys, and I'm really sorry about that, but I say really technical. I'm going to get really deep into the dark on it. I'm going to enjoy myself. Right, so this guy is 16 blocks away from that point. And you saw me place him on the 17th block. That is because the villager registers from the northwest corner of the block that it stood on. So technically, it's not counting this block, it's counting this block. And then onwards. So when I place that down, he should be able to register that bed. Given time. I say should, there it goes. But if I placed him 1 block further away, which we will do, just for lols, just to show, then he should not be able to see that bed. And not create a village. Oh, this is the deep dark corners lawful. This is going as far as I go. This is my fringe work. Like, there's technical and there's technical. When it comes to iron farms, for me, it is there's precision, such precision. So anyway, that guy can see 16 blocks from the northwest corner of the block that he stood on, so he can see that bed. Now, I'm going to test this in the opposite direction just to make sure that I've got my measurements right. I'm going to cheat it a little bit. So I'm going to use the village C true on the trapdoor server. So what that's going to do is it's going to show me the golem spawning area Actually, no, it's not. It's going to show me the village centre. Why is it like this? There we go. Right. So that's one village up there, and just because, I'm just going to place a villager right here to see this one. But if you place a villager on 16 blocks, then the next 70 blocks, 17 one will still link. Only if it's in the northwest direction, AR. This is where it gets really fun. For me. Sorry, it's not fun for you guys. Right, so this guy should create a new village. Do the thing. You can see the bed. Do it. Do it. Do it. Doesn't want to. Why doesn't he want to? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, okay, so I got it out by one block. So this is the correct location. So that's going to create a new village right here. Now we've got two villages quite far away from each other. I'm going to kill him. We're going to move some stuff around. Right. So that should keep the village running. Got two villages right there. There's going to be a midpoint. So, let's see, from here, that is the village centre, the northwest corner right there. And that is 205. (302), 97. What's 97 divided by 2? 48? 49. So if we go 48 blocks away, we can place our second bed. So 48 on top of that is 53. Right there. Now the problem here is no villager can see this bed. So I want to register that bed right here. Now this one should link up to that village. And you'll see the village centre shift over. Okay? So this village centre is now moved forward a little bit. And I can go back and get rid of this bed. And then the village centre leaps forward. Ah, it's fine. These ones get killed. These two are just for moving the villages in. It's like, I didn't want to walk villages into a place. Like, I'd much rather airdrop them from the sky later on, which is kind of how it will be done if you're doing this in survival. Like, you'd have your villagers pulled in from that direction using two static villagers, and then you'd drop your villagers on top of these villages to get them into the various villages. Does that make sense? Kind of makes sense to me, but you know. Right, we're now at 53. 302. What's that, 49 away? I'll make that 49. 49 divided by 2 is 25. So we'll make it 24. Oh, these ones are very sacrificial. Very sacrificial. Let's see, 24 on top of that is going to be 77, right? There. Now the slight problem here is that one can't see it, that one can't see it. We need another villager somewhere in between. So I'm actually just going to plonk one down right here, because it doesn't matter that much. This one is a lamb to slaughter. Another one. So that's now moved the village further forward. As you'll see, this one doesn't actually link up to these beds that I'm placed in. Let's see, I want to see what Lonely will say about this. I think she'll be impressed. Well, it'll be nice. There's a lot of work still to be done. The basic premise is there though. And it's not automatable. But I'm going to show you some interesting things along the way towards the end. Because there is more. There is some interesting stuff with this. Like, what I'll do is, I'll finish this up and we'll get the second village in place. And I'm going to be lazy. I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to go right on that location. So what's the distance now? We've got 77 to that. 25. 25 by 2. 12. 12 plus 77's 89. Right on this line right here. So we're moving it in by half-lives. Now we're at a point where there's loads of villagers around. It's just going to get seen. But as you can see, neither of these two are registering that bed. It's still these two. That's really important. Right, the villages are now overlapping quite easily. Next up is, we're going to say that is 89. Minus that is 23. 23 by 2 is what? No, 1 minute. That's 12, is it? No, it's 13. We can move it in 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we can put the bed right there. The village is going to move further forward. Now, it should link up to the old one. At this point, because I want to move it over, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to be really lazy and just pull it out there. Done. So it's now, you see the village has moved over a fraction. Now we're just working in half-lives. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go in here with this one. Place it there, wait for the register. We'll get rid of that, and you can see the village centre moving further and further forward. Now we've got 1, 2, 1, 2. This is where it gets sticky. This one should link to this one. And I'll know that it hasn't if one of these two get green sparkles above the head. Not liking it. There we go. Right, neither of those picked it up. That guy picked it up. Which means I can safely break that and it moves further forward. Now I'm just going to move it forward one by one. Boop, boop. Done. Right, so that's 2 villages kind of right next to each other. Who's registering the second bed if there is only 1 villager linking? Right, this is the interesting thing. At the moment, if I do... This is all stuff which I kind of found out. I only got Trapdoor a few days ago, and that kind of helped me get me to the next stage, which I'll show you later. Oh man, I'm just going to talk solid, I can tell. So what we've got is we've got 1 village with 3 villagers in. That's these 3. And 1 village with 1 villager in. That's this one. So this one's linked to this one. This one is linked to those 3 villagers. And they haven't let go of it. Because they haven't been given a reason to let go of it. Okay? So what I'm going to do there is quickly do a little bit of jiggery pokery. It broke. Because I haven't done it properly. I was going to move a few things around. But what's the best way of showing this? If I actually show you properly, now that I've got the distances worked out, we'll just do it like this. The further apart the distances are, I understand you expanded the village. Kind of, yes. But it's really about the number of villagers. So what I should have now is, if I do the same thing, village list, I've got 3 villagers in that village and then 1 which is not, which is presumably that back one. Now if I place another bed over here, right at the very beginning, I'm going to get 1 village with 2 villagers in, because this new village grabs everything, all the villagers, before the midway point. If that villager was on the other side of the midway point, that one would stay in that village. But because it is at the midway point, grabs it. Okay? I know this doesn't make much sense right now, but it does to my weird little brain. So we've got 2... keep saying these numbers. I need to slow down for you guys, sorry. We've got 1 village, which is village 1 at the bottom there, just underneath my face. And it says 1/2. That means it's got 2 villagers in it. And then we've got another village, number 2, which is 1/2 again, which is another village with 2 villagers in it. Now what I'm going to show you is a silly little concept I tried, which is kind of interesting and weird. I'm going to place this bed right here. Now that's going to create a strong link between these 2 villagers and that village, to the extent that I'm going to kill you because you're going to break it. Okay, we've got 3 villagers, 2 beds. If I place another bed right here, nobody's going to take that bed, even though that bed is nearer to this village than that village. And I've got 2 villagers. Because those 2 villagers are so focused on their own village, they refuse to take that bed because it would mean them leaving that village, which is kind of a really nice way to keep things locked down, if that makes any sense. Right, you're going back in. You're going to link up to that village, and then if I run the list thing again, yep, that works. I'm just going to move this village forward. Don't worry, this is all weird stacking stuff, which I don't know who I'm doing this video for, if I'm honest. I feel like I'm just getting some stuff off my chest. I've been looking at this so deeply. So what I've been doing is I've been moving the villages forward. Like this, without moving the villagers. And then I get to a point where I'm going to start thinking about moving this village across. So those ones are 6 blocks apart. So the village is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it goes there. And then like that. Then I can move it forward pretty quickly. Right. So the next question is, what have I been doing in terms of getting these villages locked in place with this method which I've been using? Pioneering? I don't know. So, like I just showed you a few moments ago, this guy is linked to that one. That guy is linked to that one. They are not going to let go of that village, even if they are closer to this one. Those 2 are linked to these 2 beds. So now, I've got nobody to take this bed. Even though that villager doesn't have a bed. So that helps me just pop somebody in there, and then delete that, and create a new village centre. So these hearts that are floating up, these are the village centres of the beds. Okay, I place this villager behind so that I can do more jiggery pokery and things. Don't know if any of this is making any sense. Okay, now I can pay attention. Gotta wait on the cake I'm baking. No problem, Jennifer. It's much appreciated. Spoopy, sorry. I'm in the weeds. Hydrate, please, Groover. I will. I don't have a drink on me. I'm on transmit mode, okay? I'm on transmit. So, I think, yeah, I can get. I don't need this one. So where's the next village going to go? 6 blocks away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it goes on that block. You understood jiggery pokery. Thank you. I just know that I'm away on one. I'm off. I'm just going blah, and I'm telling you guys all of this stuff that doesn't necessarily make any sense, but because I'm doing it. I know the feeling, doing things you expect no one to understand. Problem is to get it perfect. I know this is like really niche stuff for a handful of people, but one day I'll probably turn this into an actual farm that people can build themselves. So I need to really refine the process of building these villages up in a way that other people can do. 24 stack raid farm, here I come. See, this is the thing, AR. Raid farms, in terms of stacking, are comparatively easy because all you need is 1 bed, 1 villager. Okay? So at the moment, that's like what I've got here. If I wanted to get these beds closer to each other, no problem at all. Now, the way that raid farms generally work is that they're on the diagonal, so it's easy to move in and out of. How many villages are there now? I've got two villages at this moment. Raid farms are very easy compared to this, because you're only dealing with one consideration, and that is moving one village to a location. That's it. Pretty easy. This, you've got to think about, where are the extra beds going to go? Where are the golems going to spawn? Is that going to interact with each other? So, like over here, on this version, I'll just zoom over. This village centre right here has to be closer to these workstations and this bunch of villagers than this one. Okay? So this has got a village centre which is there, that is closer to that, and then vice versa. So it's all relative. And how you make sure that the centre of the village is locked in when you've got 10 villagers, that's another element which is a little bit complicated. But actually I don't think it's that complicated. I'll move the third village down, then I'll start building this up so you can actually get an idea of the full process. Can we stack vertically using this method? Yes. So what I've got over here in the middle is one of the villages is high. So the plan today is, if we get good enough at this, is to go, as we're facing it here, left, bottom, right, top. Left, bottom, right, top. So one module will be 4 villages. And then you can just repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat until you get sick of yourself. What I found is these village centres are really kind of rock solid. So they don't move around, which is a big thing for me. Right. Is the choice of workstations about the rain? Not really, no. It was just the one which I always used to use fletching tables. So that's the one which I used. I've got a different layout somewhere which I was trying to do something different with, but it didn't quite work out. But I'll show you that anyway. Right, third village. We're just going to run 4 villages down. Okay. I'll leave this mod on at the moment so that you get an idea of what's going on. But trust me, the method that I'm using, you don't need it. It just helps when I'm trying to illustrate stuff. There we go. Village number 3 coming in hot. Right, so that's that line. I'm going to place it there. Now we're moving the village across the way before we settle it into place. So like that. And then move that. And I can go like that. Get rid of that one. That one. And then like we did before, that villager is locked onto that bed, that villager is locked onto that bed, that villager is locked into that village. So technically, if I just place a bed there, nobody's going to take it. They will practically refuse every opportunity. So I've got a little while to bring in an extra villager here. And that villager takes it. I then release those 2 from this village. Now we've got 3. There is a thing about specific workstations in the rain, Jan. I know Rufus was looking into it. It's apparently, according to Rufus, the rain is about villagers pathfinding, and it's prioritising. So whether it's prioritising working or pathfinding to shelter, okay? So the rain will take priority of the pathfinding algorithm, and if it's trying to pathfind to a workstation, that's one thing it can get on and work. If it's trying to pathfind to get out of the rain, then it won't work, and that'll slow down your golden farm. But I don't think there's a solid solution for this. That's the problem. Huh, exactly, DC. Sorry, this is like super serious, hyper-focused Prover. You don't often get to see it. This is me in my element, I guess. Right, sorry, that one's done. Let's move it forward a little bit more. Now, one of the reasons I've got a north pole over there, and that just keeps me mindful of where the village centre is being registered from, and where villagers are registering things from, and how things are being checked as well. I'm enjoying it. Glad you could make it work. Thank you very much, DC. I'm off on one. I'm away. Hyper focused. Nope, too far. Wrong way. There. Right. What you might notice is sometimes when the bed gets registered, the village centre moves. We'll look at that in a moment or three. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and then we're going to put that on the 7th block, right? And to keep it simple, I'm just going to do this with the villagers, because you need to sort of plan ahead when you're laying out this platform exactly where the villagers are going to go. So you see that? The village centre didn't move forward with that one. But when I break this, the village centre, the heart, is going to move to this bed. Now, what that is really indicating is that I've got two villagers who are holding this village in place. One of them has more pulling power to their bed than the other one. Okay? And we'll see that right now. When I place this bed down, the village centre is going to shift to that bed. And that's because this nitwit has got a lot of pulling power. Okay? If that makes any sense at all. Now I've got both my villagers locked up. We're ready to put down the last bed and a villager in the pod to lock it all in. Job done. Now the villager pulling power is going to be useful for actually centering this village, because what often happens is you end up with, say, 10 villagers and you don't know which one's got pulling power. Yeah, the nitwit has got moves. They are. True fact. Right, we've got 4 villagers in place. Just going to kill these guys now because they've kind of done the job. And I don't want them interfering anymore. Oh yeah, don't forget to leave a like, guys. If you like if you like. We've got 4 villagers in place, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually drop in some more villagers, or some more villagers. Mandel, how you doing? Of course I'm going to cheat them in. If I were doing this in survival, I'll be dropping them in from the sky. So if I drop them in from around about 90 blocks above, directly into the relevant tube, they're going to go to the nearest village when they get out of the previous village's range. And that isn't just going to be random, it's going to be the nearest village. So they drop into there and they become part of this village. So let's just do this one for now. Summon villager, not a Vex, that would be really bad right now. As adult. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, so we've got 10 villagers in this pod, and I know they've all gone to this village. Hey Doctor, welcome on in. And we'll test that by using Trapdoor once again to show it. So, what you can't quite see, because it's behind my face, let's move my face up a little. Up there. Okay. So, just underneath my face, you can see 4 lines of code. And these are the coordinates for each of the villages. One of them says -1/10. That means that all of those 10 villagers that are in that pod have gone to one village, not another one. Now, placing the village centre where I want it to be, that's the next thing. I know that one of these villagers has a lot of pulling power. Mandel, what resource pack is this? This is more than a resource pack. This is Trapdoor, which is like a server mod. So I'm running a server locally, and I'm using Trapdoor to inject a little bit of code into the server so that I can see these things. Okay, I'm going to set up a link to the Trapdoor stuff in the Discord because I haven't got it set up here, and it will probably go in the video when the video goes live. But as always, it was like last second before stream. Oh gosh, what haven't I done? Oh, that. Whoops. So yeah, that's what I'm using. Trapdoor. It's very, very nice. So I'm going to do this blind. Village S false. Village C false. So we've got none of the boxes to show you anymore. Now, we've got 10 villagers. One of them has got a lot of pulling power, more than the rest in this village. And it's about the most pulling power of the villager in a village. So how do we find out which one's got the most pulling power? Well, we pop out a couple of beds. Now, we've seen that one get registered, and we've seen that one get registered. Now, what we might find is that the original villager had the most pulling power. Possible. Or the second villager might have had the most pulling power. The one with the most pulling power gets the bed first, okay? But this one, I absolutely know for a fact, is not the villager with the most pulling power. So if I do that, I've got a village here still, but when I place this bed down, I know that the village centre is there. Now, to keep things simple, I'm going to fill up all of these villagers with beds, and then we'll turn the mod back on so you can see where the village centre is. There we go. That is 10 beds for 10 villagers. Thankfully, I didn't see any sparkles over here, which means it's good. Why don't you use a bell as a village centre? Because it's horrible. It doesn't work. It's confusing because all villagers can have that. It's more no. One bed, one village centre. Much easier. So, we've now got that set up. Let me just show you that the village centre, this is the moment of truth, guys. The village centre will be here. I'm actually going to relog as well. The best not rehash. I should probably redo that. So, I'm relogging to reload the village. It's really going out on a limb. Let's just do it. So, village S true. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Well, I can see that that bit's worked, but C true. There it is. That is the village centre, even after a relog. So that means that you can really lock in exactly where the village centre is going to be. Now, what I've been doing is setting it up like this. So I've got 10 villagers, 10 beds, solidly locked in. The village centre is there. It's not moving anywhere. And then I pull in the next 10 villagers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we've got 10 villagers, and we just need to do that reorganising of which villager has got the most pulling power. So I place down one bed, wait for it to register. Now if the village centre moves, then we found the villager with the strongest pulling power, but it could have been this one still. Place another bed there. I know this one doesn't have the pulling power. I break the original 2 beds. Place the new bed. The one with the main pulling power moves the village centre over. Get rid of that, and then I can start building up my village again. Love the efforts. Thank you very much, Mina. Mia. I'm completely off on one right now. It's ridiculous. The trick is that you've got to get all of your villagers into the village before you try and center it. So you place one bed, get in your 10 villagers, do a little bit of the jiggery pokery like I just showed you. Place one bed, wait for it to link, place the second bed, wait for it to link, break the first two beds, and then place the center where you want it to be. So as you can see, these are now overlapped but offset, which is pretty darn cool, in my opinion anyway. Now, at this point, I've made mistakes because I just wanted to show you how this bit worked. Let's finish building up these two villages and then I will go back and show you how to do this a bit more properly. Right, so we've got two villages now. I kind of know because I've already done all of these measurements. If I place beds in these locations, it's all going to be fine. And we can verify that using trapdoor in a moment. See, I'm not getting anybody registering to these beds because everything's been locked in. And then I go up to the village list. Now in the top left hand corner you can see that one of them says B20. Means that the villagers now got 10 villagers and 20 beds in that village, which is sufficient for it to start spawning golems. So we can do the same over here. Doesn't really matter what order these ones get placed down in because all the villages are locked in already. Trapdoor has become... it's a great tool to show you what's going on here, because otherwise I'd have absolutely nothing to back up what I was saying other than getting the golems to spawn in. Using trapdoor, it actually grabs that information and shows it to us directly, which is huge, if I'm honest. Absolutely huge. So I'm very, very pleased using trapdoor. Makes a massive difference. Right. Two villages right next to each other, overlapping. If I relog, everything should be fine. Okay, the village centre there has not moved. This village centre has not moved. I do get paranoid, I can't help it. Now the thing that we know with this as well is we've got the villages offset by a number of blocks, which means that the golem areas are going to be offset by a number of blocks as well. That is the space that spawned the golems down the side. And as you can see here, what is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so you won't get golems spawning on top of that block, but you will get them spawning on top of that block. That's 7 blocks up, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down. So they'll spawn on top of that block, but not on top of this one. So we could have a little platform down here to spawn them on. Let's do the proof of concept. Netherite. Wow, I've already been speaking like for an hour solid. Absolute craziness. Thank you very much, Diver Cat. Will you have village borders far outside the golem spawning area? Yes, the village borders are miles out. Hydrate, I don't have a drink. Do you want me to go get a drink? I'll leave. What I'll do is I'll build up 2 platforms, one high, one low, and we should see some golems spawning in as soon as I've given them all a workstation, which clearly isn't going to work straight away. So let's just do that. I'll fill up these 2 areas and then we will give them all workstations, and then I'll go away and get a drink, and then you guys can watch the golem spawn. Right, that's one area. Going up. Now, like I said, it's not going to spawn on there, so let's go out to... Being lazy, me using these markers to help me find where things can spawn. But if I do a tutorial on this, it's all going to be, like, listed. Very true, Diver Cat. You know how it is. Right. Collection table. Secret to Groover's Farm, netherite blocks. Always. Always. It's got netherite. It's got to be netherite, right? Let's just tidy this spot up. Stop there, just because I don't want to go rebuilding all of this. There we go. So now these guys need to be able to work. So I'm going to start off with placing one there. I need a piston and a lever. This is the slightly fiddly bit. Colour and block palette is obligatory in iron farms. I've seen you using cyan, Dr. Cyan. I know. I've seen how it is. Wait, I missed it. Why is there only one village left? No, there's lots. I've took away 2 of the villages because essentially what I wanted to do was show you through the whole process first. And then next we're going to lay out this platform ready to take 6 villages next to each other. And this is where it's going to get experimental because I haven't done 6 I haven't done 6 villages in the way which I had planned to. So, yeah. That's where it's going to get a little bit more like, right, I've shown you the basics. Now we're going to try and squeeze it a little bit tighter if we can. But I don't know if we're going to be able to. Right. Workstation. You get a 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 workstation. Right, I've only got 9 workstations there. But what I've found is that they can register one right there quite easily. They can't register above the head. If you place them in other locations, it's hit and miss depending on which corner they are stuck in. So that should be now ready to spawn golems up there. They need a day of work first though. Right, ready. And for you, we're going to put a lid on it so you can't jump out. Do this. Where's that? Northwest? So I can go on the southeast, lower block. Right there. Okay. So I think if I just do a quick one of them, we've got 2 villages with 10 villages in them and 20 beds, so they're both good. They all just need to work now. And then I'm hoping... Yeah, we're getting cats on the 2 platforms, we're good. I'm going to walk away for a moment, guys, and I'm going to go get myself a liquid refreshment. Don't worry, I got it. Got it. Click accelerate 2. So these guys have to work 75%. Or 75% of them have to work. Hey Rufus, how you doing? Just showing some stuff. Thank you very much for all the help, by the way. Made a massive difference getting us there. They're not spawning for some reason. Let's have a quick look. Probably because it's still like the first day. Yeah, it's moving very slowly. Let's speed this up a little bit more. So we're going to let a day cycle go, and what my guess is that when the sun sets, we'll probably get a couple of golems going. Well, they need to work a certain amount of the day, is the thing. I'm going to be very sad if this doesn't spawn anything now. We've got 20 beds, we've got 20 beds. We've got the golems in there. No, we've got some baldies in here. That ain't right. Or is that just the faces? No, we've got a baldy in there. What's that about? I haven't got anything against baldies, but these guys, the baldies, do not work. So there's something going on there. And they're having trouble with the working. So I'm actually just going to remove their ability to work completely. And try starting over. They have to work in the previous day for golems to spawn. That's kind of what I thought. Like, the sun's going to set. Eventually. The sun is moving very, very slowly. Just because you have a lush mane of hair doesn't mean you can be mean to others less lucky. I know, but I mean, when it comes to villages, there's one. The baldies are not much good. I'm not saying that is true in real life. Did that one link? That one did not. Okay, that's kind of interesting. We'll work that out in a moment. That one didn't link either. So you know when it's linked because you get the green particle. Right, that one's linked. Don't think should just be able to reach those two. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm missing one. Why can't they reach that one? But this one's going to have trouble because for some reason these guys can't reach the workstation. I'll say for some reason. I know exactly why. Because this workstation is closer to that village centre. I mean, that does make sense. Come on, Groover. Get your brain in place. Anyway. I know what I've done wrong. I built these not offset enough. So I need to offset them by one more block to actually make it work properly. So, basic proof of theory is in place. We'll go over, and I'll show you on this one what I did. Next is, we're going to try and put 6 villages in this same space. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Yeah, if the work break, it goes faster until after they work until gold. Oh, 1 minute, I don't understand that one. If the workstation breaks, right, got it, thing. I'll just fill this one back up with the beds, so it should start spawning pretty darn quickly. The next is we're going to try and squeeze one more village in below. And having just seen what happened there, when I forgot to offset things by 1 block, I don't have high hope for this. I don't think I'm going to be able to get another village in place here. Yep, that's all worked. We should start getting something up on this one pretty soon. Stress. This is where I have my moments of doubt. If I just do time set day, does that work? Yeah, it does. Fascinating. Well, it's been fun. Gotta go have fun with all those villagers. No worries, Jennifer. Thank you very much for coming along. Always appreciated. I know this one's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but this one, as much as anything, for the video that's going to come out from it. Tell you what, my phone is a little bit stuck in Swedish. It always tries to do Swedish. I don't know why this one is spawning in. Oh, yeah, so it is. Just me being impatient. Yeah, all that works. Right. Let's try and fit in that extra village that I want to fit in. So this is where I don't know if it's actually going to work, but you'll get to see the process again. Right, so that's where I put village centre then. So that should be the one where I want to put it this. Don't mind me going quiet. It's because I've got to think rather than just explain. Those people who are interested in the stacking method that I'm using, I'm going to start doing some stacking again any moment now. Mine do as well now. It auto-corrected everything Swedish words. Mine, it has the Swedish vocabulary on there. And it's sometimes, if I type in one word which is like common between Swedish and English, it's like, you obviously mean Swedish, right? What about the timer when another villager sees a golem? It has a timer of 20 minutes till it doesn't despawn a golem. Right. It's very much like the villagers now, and this is thanks to Rufus 100%. Because I kind of did some research and I was like, this is what it looks like. It looks to me like if a golem gets seen by another village, then it gets claimed by that village but never gets forgotten by the first village. Okay? And then the first village, when the golem dies, doesn't know where it's gone, just assume it's popped out to the shop for some milk. But it never forgets for like 20 minutes. And then it's like, well, you know what? I guess he's not coming home. That's very interesting. I'm losing golems through the edge there. That can't be right. Probably because I've got the acceleration set at 5. But, yeah, the wandering home syndrome, we worked that out. Or Rufus worked it out specifically exactly what's happening. So a golem, when it's spawned by a village and it kind of gets added to that village. But it doesn't get added until it gets properly ticked by the village. I can't remember exactly the terms that we used. But, like, let's see, did that one... I think I got rid of it, so it's okay. Yeah, there's only one golem floating around now. So, if this golem passed closer to this village centre, and this village saw that golem whilst it was passing by that village centre, then it would get claimed by that village. And then we'd have big problems. Because then we'd have that timer kick in, because this village has now kind of claimed that golem, but this one doesn't know where it's gone, so it just waits 20 minutes. So the trick is keeping all of the golem spawning areas completely separate from each other. And by doing that, you can ensure that they don't cross paths. And you don't invoke that 20-minute timer. The biggest problem with this design is it's very inefficient in terms of kill time. So the kill time needs improving. You know, the size of the platform's probably a little bit big. Like, I should be able to trim that down by 2. get it down to around about 85 blocks. Should make it around about 97% efficient, just a fraction under 97% efficient. So really, I want to improve the kill time and just skim a couple of the problems out of it. The few tests that I've done have kind of given off not great numbers. At the moment, I'm attributing that to, one, the villagers in rain issue, and two, the kill time. Yeah, lava spam is going to be it, I think, Rufus. Either that or I do go for a trident killer. But I'm not convinced by a trident killer on this design, because there isn't really an easy way to get the golems to one space. That's where the issues are with that. Right, let's stack some villagers again. Let's get rid of you. Thank you for taking part today, sir. Right, that's where that goes. I need to push further forward that way. Lava spam's faster than Trident Killer. Okay. If you say so. I mean, I know you've done a lot of research into the kill time efficiencies and all that kind of thing, so if you say that is faster, then I'm totally up for it. Rad, how you doing, Rad? Hope you're ready for some severely technical stuff today. That's where my brain's at right now. Right, let's get rid of that one. Let's get rid of this line. Gonna go across like that. Right, the first village is going to go there. Those. Actually, no, it's not. The first village is going to go there. And the first set of villagers is going to go here. Does it go faster if you have them standing on magma blocks while getting hurt by lava? I think the crack is that, like, a golem can only take damage, or anything can only take damage at a certain speed. So, don't know. Lava is better than Trident Killer because it's more flexible and passive. Okay, I see where you're going with that. I get it. Will ticking lava kill faster than normal lava? No idea. Literally no clue. My village centre is on this line, so that is west. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the 7th block. So there's a 6 between, and it's on the 7th block. So I want to do 5 between and put it on the 6th block. Hey Nifty, how you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's my line. That's where I'm going to try and put the next village. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. I think I'm getting this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 2, 2. Let's see if we can do this. Not made it home, just checking that everything's okay. Thank you very much, Nifty. Everything's alright, I think. Not bad. So, this is technically going to be like one village tighter than the previous design. Honestly don't know. I haven't got a clue about ticking lava. I barely even know what that is, if I'm honest. Right, so there, I'm going to go back forwards there. That's that. Actually, no, I've got that wrong. Yeah, that's a good question. What is ticking lava? Showing my complete ignorance here. Ticked lava won't help. Well, that's good to know. I knew what it was. How you doing, Dweeby? Well, you can tick lava in Bedrock Edition using observers. Oh, right, okay. I think Yeah, that's my line. I've pushed that one forward. I've pushed that one forward. So I'm going to have to do the same again, but maybe by 2. The villager is actually going to have to go where... Yeah, okay, got it. Totally nailed it. I know what I'm talking about, guys. Utterly. Utterly. Alright, these are my villager pods. This actually makes things simpler, if I'm honest. Right, so if the village is going to be on this level, I want to move it up by a solid 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, perfect. Totally perfect, nailing it, killing it. And then similarly, I want to move this one down by 4 blocks. So if the village is on this level, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to place my villagers in here instead. Don't know why I'm doing it this way. This is probably the silliest way to do it. I know. I'm not explaining what I'm doing. But it kind of makes sense to me, right? Okay, we're going to work this one out when we get to it. So for now, I'm just going to do what I intended to do. I'm going to line up the villages on this line. We can shift them to where we want to. The villagers stay on... No, that doesn't work. Red stained glass, favourite glass. Absolutely. Okay, that village is going to have to go there. That village is going to have to go there. Need new coloured glass. Stained glass. This one's going to cause a little bit of problems because it's butting out in this direction. I'll just have to go wide around it. So 1 village, 2 village, 3 village, and then I want... why am I like this? Why did I do this to myself? Two, three, then like that, and then like that. You get knocked down, you're just normal. But your village is going to go right there. And then the 4th one needs to go downwards. Right. Let's see, well, 2nd village is not going to be spawning golems. It's going to be down below with just 1 villager to claim golems. Trust me. Trust me. Or maybe not. I don't know. Don't trust me. Probably best if you didn't trust me. Tell you what. I should probably try and do the very big experiments off stream, okay? And we'll do the mini experiments on stream. Because I feel bad that I'm not actually talking properly at the moment to you guys. So we're going to reorganize all of this. All I want to do right now is rebuild the one which I've already done. Proof of concept. Yeah, the one going up is fine. It's the one below. Now, the thing that I'm thinking there is I need to kick the village out further, which is kind of what I started doing here. By pushing... Yeah. We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. Sorry, I know I'm flip-flopping more than anyone ever has, but it's got to be done. Breathe and hydrate. I will, I will. Yeah, there. It's because it's the exciting stuff. It's the stuff that really gets me excited about doing this. Place that village there, then we kick it out in that direction. That's okay. Then I've got to go wide. That's also okay. And then we've got to go down with this one. We're going to work out when we get there. So, let's populate these villages. We're going to place that there. We're going to place your village right there directly. I'm going to hope that I've done enough with the... Oh, you'll do. I'm going to hope that I've done enough with that. It just needs a little bit of refinement. Right, new village. Let's go. I've made vertically stacked iron farms once, and it has this principle. It spawns golems like crazy. The trouble is, it's getting the old village to let go of the old golem. If that makes any sense. Get rid of that one. Okay, that's my line right there. Moving over. Now moving forward. Oh, hello, kitten. A well-earned little brave. Kitten. Oh, Suki. Oh. Press this button. Think that'll work? No, it doesn't work. No, it doesn't work. Just got the little picture of her. Smells clean. Ah. Kitty. Little. Hitler. Quite full of stuff. Cat break. Talking. Speaking to the microphone. You big lump. Purring away. Believe it or not. Now she's going to go scratch my legs as she goes down. Okay. Right, we're back. We're back. We're going to go high with this one. Which means move into there. And then placing up here-ish. It should link to that one. Actually, nobody can see it. That's why they can't do it. Disremembered. Okay. I'm just going to cheat this one. Do I cheat it? Yeah, we cheat it. I need to work out a better process of doing this. Where am I? As adult. Right. Did you get that bed? Was it you? It was not you. So I need to break that. I need to do that. And then I do that. You get that bed. Boom, boom. Village located. That's a solid 4 blocks above. Perfect. Right, the next village goes at the front is going to be a problem, but I'm kind of relying on the angle being okay. he says, ugh. We'll get this one in place and see how it goes. After Kitty Love Brewer is going to crush this farm. I hope so. If we can get those 5 villages in exactly the right place, then yeah, we're already winning. So then that's 5 villages in that location, which is ridiculous. Anyway, there was a long preamble about what I'm actually trying to do here and how I've been doing it and how it's been working for me. But now we're getting into the serious bit of actually building it. Well, right. Get rid of that one. Place that one in there. Get rid of that. Start moving it forward. Lock up my 2 villagers. Place my extra villager who can't do anything much until I place that bed. Come on, see the bed. Do the thing. Lock the village. Right. We're going to get a village to around about here. And then we're going to work out how to move it down. So the reason these are the particular measurements I've been using is because it means that when I tile it to the right, too close, too close. Yep. And that bed is too close for me to be allowed to add in. Well, why don't we just do it then? 1, 2. Get rid of. Place a 3rd bed. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Place that. You've just broken it, haven't you? Right, you've now got that village. Nope, gone. No, there it is. Okay, it's all working. Turn it sideways. It's only about the pillow. Like, forget anything. It's about the pillow. The bed is technically 1 block, in my mind. It's just inconveniently got this appendage at the end to put your feet on. So I'm going to have to move that bed forward later, but for now, let's move our next village down and in place. Kind of knew it would be a bad idea to try and do what I was doing there, but it's fine. You're not linked anymore. What happened to you? Excuse me. Okay, you are linked. I was wrong. Village moving forward. So for anybody who didn't catch the beginning of this, I'm moving the village in Half-Lives towards its location. Rather than walking villages up and down, I just want to do it in great big chunks in one go. And then I can just move them sideways and in. Like, once we're within 16 blocks of these guys, we're kind of fine. Right. So, now this is the fun bit. We've got a village there. Should really get it locked in just to be 100% sure. So when I say get it locked in, I'm going to give it its own villager who, even if those guys like time out or whatever, it's still close enough to keep everything alive and keep everything moving. Yeah, you're perfect. I'm going to kill you in a few minutes. So I want to move this down by 4 blocks. So the village centre's there. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's kind of where I want the village centre to be. So therefore, that goes there, the bed goes there. I suppose the villager can go in the pod. Okay. Try this again. Alright, I'm going to get rid of you. What bed did you let go of? I don't even know. So we're going to place that one there. Put the villager in the pod. And then we're going down and placing the bed. That should be within detection range. It is. Bang bang. Nope, that broke. That's very interesting. The reason I know that it broke was I saw like double glitter on it, which means that something linked and then relinked to it. But now that I know that the village can go exactly where it's meant to go, or the villager can stay there, and the bed can go below, I think we're okay. Moment of truth. If you didn't catch it earlier, I'm ping-ponging the village between these two villages, because when I create that village, these two villages kind of get engulfed by it, regardless of what village they belong to over there. I feel like I should show that again, because I feel like it was a really important bit, but we'll do that in a moment. An important part to why this works. Right. Oh, you were wrong. You need to die. Sorry, mate. But no. You're not meant to be there yet. Moving forward. Right. That should be okay. Now place you. You claim that village. You claim that bed. Break, break. Solid. Right, so I've got 4 villages. 1 left, right, one left, 1 right, 1 high, 1 low. Now to prove the concept. Hey Wally, how you doing? Good to see you over on the YouTubes. Right, I'm going to show you the thing which I showed you before, but I'm going to show it again because it's really important. So, we've created a village right here. It has got 2 villages in it. It's got these 2 villages in it. If I place the next bed sort of somewhere in between them, they link up to that, and they are completely locked in on that village. They will not leave it, except for in maybe 20 minutes time. So this guy doesn't have a bed, but he's in that village. Those 2 have got 1 bed between them, so technically I'm 2 beds short of a stack, if you know what I mean. If I place a bed here, nobody's going to link to it, because it would mean linking it to a village that they don't want to link it to. That's the whole point. That's everything that I'm doing. There we go, moving forward. You can kind of do all of this with just using the sparkles around the villager. That is much sadness. Ought to be a couple of villagers short of a stack, or a couple of beds short of a stack. I don't know, I think it's alright. Goes there, that goes there. Right, this is my new line. Go there with that. Break that bed. And in we go soon. Now where does this one want to go? This one wants to go on the back line again. So I'm going to place one there. Place a villager in there. And then place the next bed there. And that should be it. There we go, 5 villages. So that's the start of the pattern repeat for this one. Now, what I want to do is I want to move this one forward to here again. So, probably going to have to do that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to sort that one out in a couple of minutes. So the first main thing is to start populating these villages. Now I started here and I'm working that way, and I'm going to sort of loop back to the beginning and work that way again. I found that works so much better. Wait, how did I do that? Do what? Die, die, die. And why didn't it work first time? I'm not sure what you mean. Right, let's populate this village. Summon villager where I am as adult. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if I was doing this in survival, like I said, I'll be sky dropping them in from a village up above. You could actually have a breeder above this and just drop them straight down into the pods. It'd take a little bit of work, but it's very, very doable. Right. Now, centering the village. 1, 2, break, break, 3. Boom! Village centered. Don't leave. You dummy. Right, that's that one done. This one, I need to get 10 villagers in, so this is where it's going to get slightly problematic. You'd have to move your village over by 1. So really, when you're placing it in, you'd have been better off placing it right there. But as it is, I can use cheats to get my villagers in place, so I'm gonna. That's 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Axe. I know, right? I'm just using the shortcuts where they exist. I'm gonna have a little drink right now. Right. Slight problem with this one is actually getting the village solidly centered. What's that? That's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I daren't put a village right on top of the heads. I wish you could place beds on top of beds easily. Okay, we're going to place another bed right there and just see how it plays out. I'm going to have to pull that over, so probably best going on the other side. Oh no, I'm staying high. We're going to go there with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't see it. Of course you can't. This is where it gets really finicky. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to place in 4 more beds. Four more beds that are definitely closer to this village centre than any other village centre which I'm going to be producing. Right, your turn. We're going to go that side of this village, so I need to recenter it. We're going to do the summon villager thing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 2 more beds and then we place a third one. So 1 and 2. We break that, move that. And we want to place the actual centre there. There we go. Beautiful. 10 beds coming right on up. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. Next is the village below. They do need 20 beds, but ooh, that did not look good. I'm not liking those sparkles. What is going on there? Oh, I didn't kill these guys. That's what's going on here. Jerk. Jerk. Mega jerk. That's a process error. What I like to do first, AR, is I like to get the villages in place and the beds locked down. If I put down 20 beds now, there is a small chance that a villager from this pod could link to that one because they turn up in there first. Whereas if I do it like this, the villagers are going to be locked on the beds where I place them, rather than crossing over into other areas, which I think could be problematic and I want to avoid. Right, this one shouldn't be too bad. We'll go 5 like that. Got space for 2 more. Might as well go like this. 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I haven't placed the villagers in. That's why that isn't working. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. No, that one's a problem. We can't decide whether it's closer to one or the other. Okay. So I need to weight this more on this side than the other one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 2 more, don't I? That should not move. Why did that move? This is a problem. This is where we're getting a little bit into the stickiness of this. Okay. 1, 2. Let's do that. 1, 2. Break and break and place. That should take on the center. That's concerning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Did I forget to center this bed? Hmm. This is already getting too tight. So the thing that's not happening is this bed is not linking up to anybody that's in there. So let's just have a quick check. There's one village with 11 beds in. How does that work? Which one's got 11 beds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh man, big problems. Got to rework this from scratch almost. See? Mr. Balrog, how you doing? There is definitely wrinkles with this that need to be ironed out. I mean, look at this. These are not being claimed. That's a huge problem. Because I don't see how that can be closer. Okay, maybe I was just being impatient. What about this one? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Okay. Paranoia dealt with, probably. Village centre move. No, that's where I want it. That is exactly where I want it. I want that one there, that one there, that one there. Yeah, the village centres are holding where I want them. I think this one, it moved because I maybe hadn't locked it in properly. The whole point of this is I need to perfect a process which can actually be done in survival reasonably easily. At the moment it's all well and good me seeing where the village centre is, but that is not going to be reliable in survival. But again, this is a proof of concept moment. I just want to get the villages where I want them. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this isn't bad actually. This is quite a nice little way of laying it out. We're all getting claimed. Did you get claimed? Didn't see anything. Have a quick look at the list. Looks like it must have. Yeah, must have. Right, the last village. And this one's going back. This one's an easy one. Right, some villages in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 2. Release, release, lock. Village centre successfully manoeuvred to end destination. I always feel so much better once I've got a few beds in place. Because then I know that the village is there, even if it moves around a little bit. Right. I'm going to relog. Did one villager move? One of the villages moved, but I think what happened was it was this one. I think I hadn't locked it down properly. Like, that's locked down now. I'm just going to relog and then we'll know. Or I'll know that the villages are where I want them to be. I'll give it a second. I'll tell you what, I'll even restart the server. That's a thing which can be done. There we go. Right, it should be coming back. Well, yeah, it's back up. Right. Current ping 0. I do like the look of that. 0 ping's very nice. Right, so the village should be here on this one. I'm going to show you these before we turn on the mod to show it. So the village should be here on this one. Be here on this one. Should be here on this one. And there on that one. Is that all 5 of them? Oh no, and there on that one. So all of them are being offset in different directions by a chunk of blocks. So village S true, because it's weird. No, we'll do C true, because I don't think it's that weird. There we go, right. Number 1, in place. Number 2, in place. Number 3, in place. Number 4, in place. And number 5. Oh my lord, that's so nice. So all the village centres are in place. Now we've got some serious things to try and sort out. So, one of the big major things is that I think I'm going to fail on here. Well, there's 2 things that I think I'm going to fail on here. Okay, let's just try it out first, see what happens. So, I've still got to put in the points of interest and more beds, or points of sight, or whatever they're called, I don't know. Now, is that bed going to be closer to that village centre than this one? I don't think so, so I think we're kind of safe on this one. And we'll know that we're safe once I've placed all the beds out. And then we run village list. No, that's... Oh. Okay, that's more like it. That's weird, because that's... Oh, that's so spooky. Okay. So, I'm going to move my face up a fraction further on the screen there. I apologise for this. I'm becoming more and more prominent. Right. So what we've got is the first line, 10-10, perfect. 11-10, that is a problem. That means that one of my villagers has linked up to a different village. That's an issue. Essentially, I know it's one of these guys. There's only one village with 20 beds. Or it's, well, so there's only one village with 20 beds. The village with 20 beds has only got 9 villagers. But it means that he's moved over. That's what I said. Oh, right. When did that happen? I thought you meant village, as in the village centre. Whoever doing facelift seems too young. Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. Okay, so the one with 11 in it is centred at 105. So it's the high one. How has it done that? I mean, I feel like I know how it's done that, but really? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How lucky do we feel? Extremely unlucky. Right? Oh man. I need to kill 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We should now have 2 of them with 2 villages in. Oh, that's really weird. That middle high village is stealing a villager. Every time. So where have they stolen one from now? Yeah, it did. I think the best thing that I can do is just destroy all of these bits, starters. Telling it happened pre-server relog might make you happier. Yeah, I think it would make sense that it happened before the server relog. I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to cram too many villages too close. Like at this point, I think I'm getting into that spooky area where weird things happen. I think that the key factor is to get them closer is getting the village, bed and workstation cluster worked out. Like, how do you get the village centre as close to the villagers as possible and as close to the beds as possible? What is the correct layout for that? What does that look like? The villagers are registered from the northwest corner of the feet. So that would mean actually the most sensible thing is setting your village centre and then putting your villagers 1 block above it. Let's see, I've had villagers tell other villagers about a village that was 100 blocks away, so they started buying to workstations and beds they had no business knowing about. Honestly, Mr. Balrog, I can believe it. I've seen it. I've, to some degree, I know how to control it. Like, workstations, don't even bring workstations into the equation until you are absolutely ready. Okay. Let's look at this. Let's see, we'll do that. No. Basically, we've got into an area where things have gone wrong. Now, the truth is that my layout of the beds here is kind of irrelevant. What I need to work out is how to place... Alright, we're going to break everything. Kill at E. Next, let's turn this into a trading hall. Absolutely not. That's a non-starter. I'm completely not interested in the trading hall iron farm concept. I'd rather have lots of iron farms. I don't think you've seen this bit, Mr. Balrog. I'll show you. Did see a single golem spawn from what you built on stream. From what you built on stream. Yeah, there was one down below. The one above, there was a problem with that. What was it? Can't remember. I completely disregarded it because I was like, oh yeah, I know what that is. But I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was because they weren't working. Because I hadn't offset them properly. Because this is the thing where... This is the bit that I'm really getting stuck on right now because I haven't even looked at it. And it is the bed workstation villager cluster. So if we say that our village centre is there, you want to get your villagers as close as possible to that. Which kind of says to me that we should be kind of going... We're really going to lay it out properly. Let's do it. So the centre should kind of go there. Right in the middle. Then we can afford to move the villagers up by 1. The problem I'm running into generally is that it's the distance from the village centre. So if we go over here, so I've got my village centre all the way over here, and the villagers are all the way over here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks away, essentially. I need to get everything within the minimum number of blocks. The absolute flat minimum number of blocks. Like, how dense can we make 20 beds, 10 workstations, and 10 villages? And how do we make all of that equidistant from the village centre? Because the issue that I've got with here is I don't want to build out in this direction because that starts taking up the spawn platform. I'm off sleepy, sorry Ruva, hope you get through this easily. No worries, thank you very much AR. Take care and have a good one. But if I'm already saying that I want to lose 2 blocks off this because I don't need them, I only need 85 spawning spaces, then I can come out in this direction, which then leaves a 6 wide area. Get it down to 5 wide, then we're not doing too bad. That would be ideal. We want to put it in a 5 wide area. And I want to get the villagers, the workstations, everything all in that area. And that will improve this dramatically. And it'll actually make the offset much easier. What we're going to say is that in that 5 wide area we've got something into that. Thank you very much, Dive Cat. Have a good dinner. Let us know what you had. I'm in too deep, as they say. I'm off on one, I apologise. Not my usual kind of entertainment. Okay. I mean, that's quite tight. So at most, if that's the north, then that's 3 blocks away. Oh, it's 2, yeah, it's 3 blocks essentially, and that's 2. So I can afford to come out another one here. Just some sushi. Honestly, Divika, that sounds amazing. Just some sushi. Easy for you to say. Apparently my words aren't working. Supermarket sushi, which isn't bad here, thankfully. Lucky you. The sushi round here near me is like bullets. It's horrible. Right. Welcome back, Lord Gav. We're stuck on the concept of making the tightest possible bed villager layout. If that's the middle village, then I can go there very easily. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks away. It's all too far. It's all too far. And 20 workstations reachable as well. No, just 10. Just 10, Mr. Balrog. You could get away with 16, but you're really hedging it. Lord Gav, I've made exactly 0 iron farms. I'm kind of an expert at not constructing them. I'll show you how to make an iron farm in the easiest possible way. We'll just fly over here and I'll show you one which I just threw together real quick before stream. There. That's it. 10 villagers in there. Workstations, beds, platform. Job done. And that'll produce iron. I mean, it's trying to prove me wrong right now, but it will. I need to ponder this, how to get the tightest possible bed workstation layout. Now, technically, if I place beds like here, these are pretty darn close. Like, that's 1 block away from that village centre. That's very close. But it's only 6 beds. The biggest problem here is the villager pod. Like, no matter how you cut it, the villager pod is a bit of a pain. And then 1 right there. So after that, I've got 6, 12. I need to fit in another 8. That's really close. But the villagers look at the beds from both ends, not just the head. The village itself only cares for the pillow end. But the villagers, as already demonstrated, might think that footrest is a wonder. No, I'm leaving it out. I don't want to get involved in the footrest debate. Like, I haven't actually tested it. I'm just so completely focused on this idea that it has to be this way, you know? Hey Richie, how you doing? I'm getting very, very waylaid. I'd say waylaid. Trying to come up with a better villager pod than anyone has ever made before. Or bothered to try making before, I should say. Right, so 6, 12, 17. 3 more, please. 3 more beds. I'm going to fit 3 more beds into this space. Well, that's 1. But I want to know whether the villagers can sleep in that. Whether they can clip out their pod or not. If they can, that's a problem. They can access a workstation below the feet. Midnight. I mean, I'm going to have to fill this up, aren't I? So let's fill this up with villagers. A full complement of 10. Oh, I couldn't tell you, Richie. I just know from testing that they definitely can. I mean, if I control all of... I've got 6, 7, 8. If I control all of the beds that I put out first to be these ones, then hypothetically they shouldn't hop bed. And it should be as tight as it's possible to be. Now, something that I'm not paying attention to here is the village centre on the northwest corner of that block, which then means that this block here is the same distance as this block. So will the restock stand in it? I've got absolutely no clue. They can work at it, I don't know if the restock. Let's put it like that. Okay, this is looking quite dense. Talking about Gab for one. Oh. 1, 2, that's 6. This is overly dense, isn't it? That's 12 straight away. $21 beds. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. That one's out. And that one's out. Fascinating. So they can just catch all of these beds. What jerks. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm literally 2 beds short. I think I'm just going to have to go up. Actually, that isn't bad. Is Village Centre still northwest of Pillow Block in the current version? Yes, I believe so. Like, you've got the Village Centre, and then you add one to make it up to 17. God knows why, but you do. Now, the problem with this dense setup is it doesn't really work for me. Or maybe it does. Maybe it does. Let's have a quick look. Looks like I have made a creeper farm. Hi Sierra, how you doing today? Right, so this layout, that's 2 blocks away. That's around about 2.8 blocks away. That's about 2.8 blocks away. Basically, everything in this farm is around about 3 blocks away at most. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. And well, how's the iron farm going? It's going okay. I think think we're onto something here. Like, really onto something now. I need to do a little bit more work in. Like, I'm assuming, I'm pretending I've made this orange bed my village centre. Now, to my mind, that means everything is within 3 blocks. We're getting very technical, very technical. Yeah, that does make sense. I saw a baldy. Oh, that's fine, because I've got like 20 villages in there. I've only got 10 workstations. The thing with the villagers was really to test if they could clip through and catch these beds. So let's go for midnight again. There we go. Just saying, I didn't see anything in the code referring to orange beds. Works better with orange beds, honest. So, what we need to do is work out exactly where we want the village centres to be. And then we work it up from there. Okay. The only reason that we're sort of getting stuck on this is because we're trying to push it so darn hard. Now, if it's within 3 blocks of anything, I want to know, how do you peeps get into the Mojang Code C stuff? I don't. You know, there's other people who do. I don't have a clue how. It's far too technical for me. Hey Loki, how you doing? Welcome on in. I've been just going full throttle, talk on iron farms. Won't be a groove stream without something orange in it, even if it's really yellow or red. True. I'll decompile the server PDP with IDA or Jira. Yeah, but you can do that, right? And then you look at it and you're like, yeah, that's a load of stuff. Yep, definitely. There is definitely codey stuff there. Lovely. I have now worked out that Minecraft is made using some kind of code. Couldn't tell you what, but it's there. How's it all working out for me? It's working out quite good. I think this is the last attempt today. I'd say last attempt. It's the last attempt to get this thing really tight. Like, if I can fit 4 villages in. Sierra! I can't show that one, it's got a naughty word in it. I'm trying to keep my channel all nice and clean. But yeah, it does come out a bit nasty. The code you will see through isn't code they wrote, it's the machine code interpretation and optimized version of what they wrote. No, don't worry Sierra, it's fine. It's more like I want the channel to be presented in a certain way. I don't take offence. I just don't want other people to. That's all. Because we're streaming to lots of people here, potentially. Maybe 5, maybe 6, I don't know. Right, that's my layout that I want. First village, I want to go back here. We're going to go back by... I'm just going to double check it over here to be sure. So I've made the thing much tighter, so... If this is the centre line, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if the first village is 4 blocks away from the centre line, then we've got something. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where I want my first village to go. Therefore, my villagers need to stand on this block. Isn't Sierra also like an MC god? Probably. I honestly don't know. Sorry. Really bad. I don't know who anyone is. I'm sorry. I'm not an MC god. There's no question about that. I just got in early. Before it got fashionable. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know why, that amused me so much I completely lost track of what I was trying to do. That's wrong. Right, we're going up. 1, 2, 3. Because we want this one to be all the way up above. We want it to be 4 blocks above the ground. Then means that the... Isn't the pod an additional block up? It is, but technically I need to build underneath this to build out the village area. Because I want the village centre right there. I think we've got it. This one needs to be 4 off the ground, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where the bed goes, then that's where the pod goes. I've been out of technical Minecraft so long, actually, I tend to just do my own thing anyway. We'll place that there like that. So that's where the next village centre is going to go. And then we're going to move forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Almost like it was planned. That's where the next pod is. So we're moving diagonally. Now this one goes down. Going down. I need to go down 4 blocks. I think she's Startos. Sorry. What's Startos? 2, 3, 4. So that's where I want my... That's where I want the bed to sit. That's the block it's going to have to sit on. And that's my villager pod right there. There are so many amazing Bedrock Minecraft in the world right now. It's amazing. The technical world has just moved so much further forward than it ever was. Absolutely love it. So back, top, front, down, and now back again. Right. So they're the locations. What I'm going to do is... that's not that difficult to figure out, is it? Do I need to clone it and move it? What do you think? I mean, it's 4, 4. No, I do need to take... I'm going to take a screenshot. I think I can remember this for the 5 minutes that it's going to take. Did you take screenshot machine? Doesn't look like it. Oh well. We've got that one going. Let's put our first village in place. I'm going to place it just normally. Right, 1 village. Stratos. I feel so embarrassed. I don't know. I feel bad. What happened to this one, Groover? Oh, it's down. That's what happened to that one. So you're going to be part of that village. You two are going to be part of this new cult, which we're going to start right now. Oop, there. Right, new village. Excuse me. I should have a little drink of my drink. Let's get village number 2 in place first. Boom. So the key thing for me first is to get the villages lined up. And then I can start homing them to where they're meant to go afterwards, which will be much easier than trying to do it as I go. 2, and then 3, and I've got to drop you in up there. because your friends can see the bed, it should be okay for a little bit. Yeah, you should be okay for like 20 minutes or something. New village. Boom. That one's been linked up to. Go. One. I should say again, this is still very much a process in refinement. So, yeah, there's still a lot to do. Go on, link it. Yeah, I can afford to do that. And you in there. No, not you, not like that. Right, that's locked in. You're all happy. Village centre. Beautiful. Next. Now, I don't know how useful this method of stacking is going to be in the long run. I think it could be useful. Like, you just get your villages in place using a handful of villagers. Perfect for a raid farm. Well, that's good. If you're just putting them on the diagonal, that is so easy. The problem is... Ooh. Well, I suppose what you can do is you just bring them in and line them up next to each other, and then just move them back. I suppose that's totally doable. I think it started after you left TechRock. I don't know it very well. My people sometimes ban people from Discord, stating they are in Stratos. Oh, is that a tech server? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm such a fool. I actually just like being out on my own, doing my own thing. Sometimes I find that if I spend too much time in the tech servers, I do end up just getting into this idea of how I should be doing things. I think this one I am actually going to put down there in place first. Okay, that one's done. Locked in. Locked and loaded. Next. I think the nice thing with this is you don't have to do it at night. Now, I've heard people say that you need to do it at night with the other options, because then you get your villagers to actually walk down with you. Oops. I got a bit carried away then. Correction, not saying it, but for other reasons. Not saying it. Okay. I don't know. Stuff goes on. People have got stuff going on. I think the thing in the tech borders as well, a lot of people actually do have subdivisions of how they do things. Like different servers. I know in Java, you used to have, I mean you probably still do, Dugged. Extremely high tech, generally. But they believed in basically not using TNT duping, which on Java is pretty much a given if you're doing tech, because frankly, you're going to have a few dozen perimeters. If you've got a few dozen perimeters, you don't want to be dealing them all by hand. Except Doug did. I don't know if they're still around, I presume they are. Drama. There's always drama. Always drama. Somebody will say, oh, but I did this first, or they did that first, or I take this side on this discussion. I just, you know, that's why I like being out of it, you know? Not even kidding. Right, you're linked up. Oh, I was meant to leave you there. Apologies. Link back up. Do the thing. Do the thing. Thank you. And then you go there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, 5 villages. Let's start off with you. So, summon. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I want to move the center over, so we go 1, wait for link, 2, wait for link, delete, place, no, place. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now, the way that we did this before was like that, wasn't it? Not drama, some people come in very toxic. That's the only Stratos experience I have. Oh, we don't need to talk about it, Jan. It's fine. People split, they do things, people have fun, it's a game. I don't need to know if there was toxicity or what. All fine. Kinda, probably. I don't know. I think I need to break those and then go up by one more there, right? Yeah, left side stacked one more. Mr. Balrog, you're on it. You are killing it today. I appreciate that. Right, village number 2. Let's test this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kill the villagers. That is a darn good point. Thank you very much. You were also on AR. I'm all over the place because I'm doing it on stream. Right. We still got a village centre there? Yes, we do. Let's put... Can we afford to do this? Probably. Right, you're linked up. Now I've got... I need a second one. Right, get rid of those 2. And then we put an orange one there to denote village centre. Breaking it. Nope, we'll go red. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys better not be able to sleep in this bed. I'm telling you. We're very upset if you can. That's tight. Okay, next. 10 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go 1, wait, 2, wait, break, place, village centre. I'm going to break that and place that one because I've put the orange. Village centre. Jobs are done and... Right. And then we're going to stick to the layout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just a minute. I haven't got enough beds out. What the heck? Just a minute. Do I have to go find that picture? I had it. Captures. Oh, I went up 2 on the left side. Okay. Well, that's not a big deal. Let's just get rid of that. Get rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. One. Perfect. 2. I'm actually feeling very confident about this bed layout now. No, I went... Come on, brain. 3, 6. This can't be right. What the heck am I doing wrong? Four. It's 4 across the bottom. Oh, I'm not going down far enough. What? a fool. You're going to link up? No, you're not. Because you're a bit confused. Or maybe you have. Yeah, maybe you did. Right, that's correct. Get rid of that one, get rid of that one. I hate that this is taking so long. I want to do this stream. Right, you're all linked up. Right. Now. One. No, not like that. One. I'm being so dumb. Yeah, there we go. So bed there. 3. Can't actually see chat right now, just a moment. Right. I think I've got it now. Give your brain some rest. Soon. Soon. I just want to see if this is the right layout. All of the villagers are in the right place. We just need to reorganize the beds a little bit. It shouldn't take more than 20 minutes. And to be honest, this is the actual first time that I've tried stacking this many in. I think what I really mean, Jan, is I'm kind of tired, which makes me feel dumb, you know? No, like that. Yes. 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1. Tell you what I haven't done. I didn't put any villagers in here. No, this is fine. This is fine. I kind of see the flow now. And once I've done this side once, the rest is easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, let's just make sure that the bed is properly centered. So I need to go 1, 2. Break both of them. 3. Nice, right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Brilliant. We're speeding up now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Break, placey. Boom. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Okay, right. So, I'm going to turn on the thing. So, village S true. Oops, did I press the wrong button? I did. Village S true. So we've got 2 to the right, we've got 1 up, 1 left, 1 down. How much of this one have we got left? We've got 4. We've only got 4 blocks on that one. So 4 by 17. Oh, that's short. I could have done with 1 more. Okay, we'll take the hit on the efficiency. I don't really mind that much, because I know that I can move the village centres just around and about a little bit more. No worries, AR. Have a nice snack lurk. A lurk snack, as Mr. Balrog might know, might be better. But that's what you like. I don't mind. Right. Okay, moment of truth stuff. Let's see if we can pad out these villages without it all going into a complete mess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, apparently should have done this first. 1, 2, 3. Okay, village list. So 1 village has got 20 beds, beautiful. Got 10 villagers. Lock those villagers into place. Time to mess about with fletching tables. Tell you what, if all of those beds went in place, there is absolutely no reason, not a single one, that these fletching tables shouldn't link up perfectly. Put that one there. Gonna put that there, get my piston. I'm feeling positive about this. A little positive. Just not negative. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for taking part. Yeah, I know I could, Mr. Balrog. I'm kind of just not. That's the thing, isn't it? Using set block would be fine. Okay. See what's going on. Stop it. Stop being so darn efficient. You. I could use Phil as well, I know. I'm just on this, like, run. Sorry, Groove Cat. You're out. Because I'm going to have to replace these platforms. Okay, you can go. That's 1 village working. I suppose this is the one which is really going to prove the fact, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't see this not being correct and not working. It's just almost impossible. Hey Woden, how you doing? Oh man, we're doing stuff, that's for sure. This is high-tech moment right now. Alright, we'll put one right there. Forward slash set block. fletching table. There you go. That's to make Mr. Balrog happy. Deserve. What have you been up to today, Woden? You having a good day? Two villages. Woo! 2 villages. Ah, ah. Bum, 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 bum. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you added more beds. I did. I do it in this order because then I know that I've got things locked down the way that I want them. Right, back onto this bit. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. You linked? Okay. Okay. This is very hopeful. Been soft play with my daughter, tidied the garden and took my mum shopping because she doesn't drive. Oh, that's nice. Did you get some tea and scones and stuff afterwards, Woden? That's always key. Right, and that's my 3rd one in place. Let's just check the list. Looking good. Right, we're on to sort of the home run. Now, I maybe haven't made this clear, but the real point of this is that if this works, if we get that final repeat, then this can be tiled forever. And ever. And ever. Go Gruber! I think we're on it. I think we're there. The golem spawning platform is going to be very inefficient because I didn't push it far enough over. But this is proof of concept. Still. I'm still proving concept here. Got my bacon butty with my little one because she did the soft play early. Ooh, nice. Bacon butty. Fancy that now. Could really go that. Ooh. Right. 1, 2. Right then, you guys, you're getting locked in there. We're up until the point where someone some update decides to group all those villages together. No. Not worth thinking about. Not even a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, you're all working like madden. So technically, I should have gone out one further on this one and those 2. But I'm kind of okay with that. I understand your basic iron farm in the vein of Silent, but can you walk me through this quickly, please? Okay. What you see in here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 villages in a very, very small location. So what I've done is I've moved villages down here using, I'm going to call it my patented stacking system. I don't know if it is, but it is now. I made it up myself. Somebody else might have done it before, but I did make it up myself. I don't know. So we've been bringing the villages down here using beds and moving the villages forward and getting them into place. And then we had more lined up down here. Then we've gone ahead and reorganised them so they're very, very close to each other. And all of the villages are this close to each other. What's that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks between them. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, each village is 5 blocks apart. Now, the point is, you do not want to have golems spawning in adjoined spawning areas, because that is very bad for your farm. What will end up happening is it'll lock up the villages and stop them from spawning for like 20 minutes or something. And then if they're still adjoining, it'll lock them up again and again and again. Basically, you get no spawn. Trust me, I know. Now, what we've got here is we've offset the villages in such a way that a little bit of each spawning area is exposed to an area where there is absolutely no other spawning area. So what we've got going on here is like this little tiny pad, which needs to be bigger. Golems take no fall damage. No, they do not, sadly. Now, hypothetically, this should be ready to spawn golems, like, now. The problem is, I've got this really small spawn area. So the chances are, I'm going to lose a good chunk of my spawn chances because of this. But I can improve that. So what I'm going to call that is a minor setback for now. Okay, you need stuff on there. Straight off the bat, 1 golem. Not even kidding. That is magic. So this golem spawn... No, don't you dare walk inside that, you jerk. Whew. That was nearly bad. If the golem walks inside that area, potentially he can be adopted by another spawn area, which will then stop it from spawning. They're keen. I'm going to give them that. They are keen. Right, that's 1 spawn area done. This one is on the same level as that, so let's just go out here and do this one. Yeah, you deal them some damage, boyo. Almost built and working nifty. Almost. I'm not going to say it is, but almost is the correct answer. We're basically going into proof of concept now. What the heck is that? That ain't right. Too keen. I've got the spacing wrong. They're too far apart. Like, they need to be 1 closer to each other. Otherwise you end up with this 3 wide gap in the middle. Oh, that's frustrating. But it's not the end of the world. Look, all of my builds are very expensive, Nifty. You know that. Go away. So hypothetically, pretty soon we're gonna have how many villages working? I'm not even sure. 3. Alright. Groove attacks is the orange, but very hard. What do you mean? The orange. I'm not quite following on that one, Mr. Balrog. Probably my fault. I've been too hyper-focused. That thing. Reckon it is. Sure. What's that there for? I'm not even sure. Right. Oh, 10 diamonds for the use of orange. I completely forgot about that. That's so silly of me. Right, now this one's fun. What's that? That's 2, so it's got to be at this level. 2. I'm going to go 5 wide on this one because I kind of can. We've got to be a little bit careful of Golem bleeding over. Don't you dare walk off that edge, pal. I'm busy. Good, get out of it. Right, the reason I'm making this so narrow is because if I make it too wide, then the golem could spawn and could end up closer to... What the heck? I did this one completely wrong and it's still okay. That is actually insane. All of these beds are on the wrong side. I'm going to fix it. Just a suggestion for future iron farm squirrels. Use command blocks to kill golems until you're ready for them. The problem is... Okay, now this is a major problem. If you kill the golems too fast, they don't get properly registered to a village. And if they don't get properly registered to a village, then you get major problems. Because then they can't leave the village for 20 minutes because the room's been made for them, but they can't leave. Which is why I'm doing it like this, which is kind of crazy, but it's a method, I guess. 2, 3, 5. Well, this is kind of beautiful. Cannot deny it. Right, which line's the village centre? The left-hand side. So in some ways I'm better off just letting them spawn and not having to deal with the mess than not, you know what I mean? Bonjour, monsieur. Right, beautiful. What add-on is it for showing the villages? This is a trapdoor server. I think Divercat put a link up to it a little bit earlier in stream. You know, if I was doing this for a tutorial, I'd obviously not be using that. Oh boy. That's my 5 golems. So that's my 5 villages. Whoops. Oh, it's 6 villages, really. Right. They've all got golems in, they've all got 20 beds in, they've all got 10 villages in. We're going to relog. This is confidence. So relogging is a thing that people always say could break the villages and move the centres. So that's actually the first thing that we're going to test. We're going to see if the centres are solid still. Ooh, I am sure. I'm very sure. So, village S C true. Right. We should have hearts above the orange beds, each and every one of them. Non-moving village centre. Beautiful. And maybe I can just try killing the golems. /kill at E type equals iron golem. Boom. They've all been alive for quite a while. You should keep villagers traded and with water. The water to stop them from trying to re-find a new village, right? You can see 3 golems. 4. I'm just waiting for one from this village right here. Being lazy. Come on, don't do this to me now. Well, at least it knows it hasn't got a golem in it, and there it is. Right. There you go. I'm calling it. I'm calling it time. /village S false. So regardless of the mess in the middle, up to, yeah, well basically this is the first repeat of the pattern. We've got it, guys. We've got a pattern which can be repeated in a very long row and give you ridiculous amounts of iron. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, don't ask when the tutorial's going to be, because this is going to be a monster to try and show. And the process still needs a lot of refinement. No, honestly, Lawful, you know what I'm like. I'll be on to something else. I'm just happy with this. This is, like... I've been dissatisfied with golems, but... Oh, not golems, for villages for ages. Check that again. What would you like me to check? The village list thing. 2 golems, 3 empty, which is correct. Will this still take fall damage on dripstone? I don't think so, because I think it's a multiplier. You have to be in 40 blocks of the bed. Well, I'm pretty sure I am. Maybe my AFK point's a problem. I know for a fact that my spawn platforms are a bit of a problem because they need to be bigger. The ones on the outside need to be 1 block wider, but that should be easy just to move the outside villages out by 1. I think the thing is, I've shown all of the logics in this video for technical people who want to replicate this. This should be enough. I'm a little bit disturbed by the fact I've not got a golem above or below yet. Well, it's because there's a whole lot of mess above this one. There's like next to no spawning space above it. I think what I need to do first, just do a quick /fill where I am. Oh, there, over to. We'll go down by 1 block. There. And north. Replace stained glass. And that'll half explain the lower ones because there's so much junk above it. Well, actually, no, there isn't. There's only that one set of villages, so... Yeah. Don't know why this one isn't spawning. But it's got it right. Just so fast, but seemed one changed to 0 after it spawned it. Yeah, it shouldn't. I mean, it's got 4 golems, 4 villages. It's correct. I am concerned why the top one hasn't spawned any golems. That is a concern to me right now. Like, what is that about? So the bottom one spawned first. I think I seem to remember it being meant to be like 1 minute on average per golem. Now get 10 more villagers for each village. Oh, hello, Bramble. Got a visit from a big kitten. It's the workstation issue that's the problem. I did have a layout where you could get 20 workstations workable from one location. But you kind of... that's the issue with that. You just want one pod with 20 villagers in. Otherwise your village points of interest are going to get too big. Right, I might just have a cat walk across the keyboard in a moment. Why haven't you spawned anything, sir? Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about that. Anyway, the long and short of it is, it works. I need to understand why it's a little bit slow. Yeah, it is Lord Bramble, it certainly is. He's up on the desk. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to call it there. We achieved... well, I achieved what I wanted to achieve on this stream, which is essentially... I got the extra village in below, which I'm happy about. That's good. Great stream. Thank you very much. I'm very, very happy with that. That's 6 villages. Watch Silent Whisperer Iron Farm workstation setup. You put 1 workstation out. Check once. Huh? What's that, SP? I don't understand. Right, it is time for me to finish up for the day. So, I don't know what to do. We can't raid anyone. Now I think that Ricky Roy is maybe streaming right now for... Hey, don't you dare. That nearly went bad. Right, you're down. There you go. Okay, right. I think that Ricky Roy is streaming right now over on Twitch. So if you don't know who Ricky Roy is, it is twitch.tv/The Ricky Roy, I believe. Let me do the thing. I'm sending people over to Twitch, Nifty. Jeez. Twitch.tv/The Ricky Roy. I think this is correct. 9 villager can touch workstation, but 10 can't. You're wrong. That's all I'm going to say, SP. You're wrong. I'm sorry. I've got to say it really bluntly. You're wrong. Because I've tested this. Trust me, I have tested this to an unbelievable degree. I know that all of those workstations are touchable. And I could even tell you why. Right, anyway guys, go click that link, go see the Ricky Roy, go say hello and tell him that I sent you on over there. We're going to wrap up for the day on a high of 5 villages in a tiny space. Take care everyone. Goodbye. I need to find the button. Bye.